Disclaimer for the Joker movie. If anybody relates to this character, don't. For the love of God, don't.
Well, I'm the Joker, baby.
Hello everybody, welcome back to a new episode of the Weekly Planet. My name is James, also known as Mr. Sunday. With me as always is my co-host, Nicholas Mason.
Nicholas?
How's it been
I can't do an Australian accent, so this
Sorry,
this is gonna crash and
I had
burn.
a bit of eucalyptus in my throat. I had a koala in my throat.
Wait, are koalas the one that eat eucalyptus or pandas?
I think they all do.
No, pandas eat bamboo.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I
Koalas
love pandas.
eat bamboo. I already messed that up.
Koalas eat bamboo.
Pandas eat
so
bamboo.
So can you.
Koalas eat eucalyptus. Panda bears drink Coke. Grizzly bears
No,
eat
polar
beavers.
bears drink Coke.
What did I say?
Panda bears.
Oh, damn it. Oh,
Did
anyway.
Coke invent polar bears as well?
Yeah, they probably made them white. They're like, it makes it stand out.
I like that idea a lot.
Because they invented Santa.
Yeah.
I hate that.
They made him white.
I've told people that and they're like, oh my god, I think you're right.
Why are you so mad about it, though?
I'm not really.
I kind of like it.
I think it's funny.
That they're just like, you know what? We need, like, Santa's always been a thing, but we need to design him. We need to see what he looks like. So then they just made up this guy.
I want to see original Santa. He's got like a fedora.
No.
He's dressed like Indiana Jones. He's got like a leather jacket.
But he lives in the North Pole. He'd be so cold.
He's got a jacket made out of polar bears and penguins. So everyone was like, that's not... I don't want him holding the Coke. Because we also got polar bears holding Cokes. I almost said panda.
What's your favorite bear, Winston?
Used to be polar bears.
Used to be?
I heard that they're vicious.
Yeah, they're terrible. They're one of the only animals that kill for sport, I think.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Why are all the Canadian animals jerks? I know polar
What?
bear's not Canadian, but like people associate it with the Great North.
Well, some polar bears are Canadian, aren't they?
I think so.
Where else do you find them?
Even if they're up there, they're nationality.
But also, up there is us. Like, the North Pole is in Canada.
That's true. I saw it down the street. Kane, we saw a movie yesterday.
We did.
It was a really
bad. It was a bad movie. And no one should watch it.
Welcome back to welcome to Joker Cast, where we talk everything Joker. First episode, the Joker movie. Okay, no spoilers.
What would our Joker podcast be called if it was themed only around the Joker?
The Clown Prince,
Of
the Clown
podcast?
Podcast of Crime.
The Clown Prince of Podcasts is way better.
What did I say?
The Clown Podcast of Crime.
We call it. It's the pop ha 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 cast.
The Ha Ha Hodcast.
Welcome to Ha 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 Cast. Okay, no spoilers. Give me your honest first impressions of Joker, the greatest cinematic achievement of the past 20 million years.
Are we doing strictly no spoilers? Because I have a lot of opinions on the spoiler things as well.
Let's start with no spoilers and see how far we can get.
All right. I'm going to end up spoiling things by accident, but I'll try to go no spoilers. This movie's bad. This movie's really, really, really bad, and I hate it. And the more I think about it, the more I hate every single part of it. It's terrible.
Well, before you mention that, what do you think the story was?
You want to know what the story to Joker is?
Yes.
There's a sad, lonely loser who has no friends and everyone hates him for no reason. I don't know why everyone is really mean in this world, but everybody hates this guy. And then he's really sad for the whole movie and he dances by himself like a loser. And then he kills some people and then it ends. And there's no point to any of it.
Here's the thing about the movie. It's got all the things that people have picked up on the Joker. It's got his fun costumes. It's got his little like dancey moves. It's got his big laugh, his affinity for fun tools and violence, with none of the fun. If there's, you'll look at it and see like, oh yeah, Joker does that kind of, but it's really depressing to look at.
Yeah. This entire movie is like soul-crushingly depressing to watch.
Like 10 minutes in, I'm sad. I'm like, oh, I don't like watching this.
No, it's really upsetting. And also, I think like on a rewatch, it would be boring as hell.
Yeah.
It would be so boring. I don't think I could watch it a second time.
Well, should we go watch it again just to be sure?
Yes. One more time, everyone.
Okay. So, you're the biggest Joker fan since Jared Leto. Jared Leto's a big
Jared
fan.
Leto is
he
the
loves
biggest
it.
fan.
He loves it so much that he decides to. He has no idea what the Joker is.
He mails condoms to people.
Yeah, classic Joker.
The classic Joker movie.
Yeah, remember the time he dropped porno mags on the guy who played Killer Croc?
Yeah.
A classic. The Joker did that
Is
in the
Killer
animated
Croc
series.
coming back for the next Suicide?
They're replacing him with Killer Shark.
Oh yeah, but that's not as cool, is it? Crocodiles are way cooler than sharks.
What if we get the actual 10-foot tall shark man?
I hope. If we don't, what's the point?
He's
if
on
it's
the
just a
Flash.
dude. Yeah, I remember. Does he just like show up out of nowhere in the Flash, or did I miss an episode?
At the beginning of the episode, they said that there's like someone got shark bites on them. Is it like a metahuman shark man? You're like, oh, I hope not. Later on in the episode, they say, turns out it was phony, and it's like, oh, okay, that's a nice little reference.
Yeah.
Episode ends with a hand coming out, grabbing the Flash, and going, I'm real. I gotcha.
Because I remember just watching The Flash, and they're like, oh, there's a shark, and I was like, oh, cool, but then he never shows up, and then he jumps out of a pool, and he's a full like 30-foot CGI shark man, and I was
It's
like,
great.
whoa. Does it
awesome.
ever explain what happened to him? Where he
Yeah,
comes
eventually
from?
later. It gets really complicated. It's like, oh, he's from Earth 2, but this is the guy from Earth 1, and they switched. It's like,
All
And
right.
he's voiced by Solid Snake.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so he sneaks around and
He puts on a box.
you're Killer Shark. He goes, Killer Shark, Psycho Mantis. I feel like we want to talk about anything but Joker.
Yeah, because it's lame and dumb.
You want to rip into it? Spoilers then?
Kinda. We can go a little non-spoiler for a
Okay,
little longer.
let's see if we can go. Let's
Talk about what we liked about
Let's
it.
talk about what we liked about it.
I agree. What did you like about the movie, Winston?
I liked the lead actor. Robert De Niro did a great job as the Joker. Best role since his big the one, and then he's
That's another thing. They have a lot of really great actors in this, and they barely use them.
and you like that.
No. This is another thing I dislike. But there's so many really good actors that are in it for 5 minutes at most. And then it's just close-ups of Joaquin Phoenix's sad face for 3 hours.
He's in every single shot of the movie,
Yeah.
and half of it is close-ups.
Even when they do a flashback, he's in it. He's in the corner.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's good.
Ugh.
But did you like? Let's go through the Joker things. Okay.
Okay.
Did you like the Joker?
No. Wait, like him himself?
Let's go with his acting. Do you like his acting as a Joker?
No.
No.
No, I didn't enjoy it at all.
Did you like his Joker look?
It was okay. I do like it.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Did you like his laugh?
His laugh is pretty good. It goes on for a little long in a lot of scenes where he's just laughing over and over and over, and you're like, I get it. He has to laugh. He's the Joker. I get it.
All right, time it. Wait for another 5 minutes. Put in a laugh. That was too short. Do it again. Did you like how violent he was?
He wasn't that violent. Here's another thing that I dislike about it. He doesn't feel like a threat at all. I can get into this more in spoilers, but like he does things that I guess are like it's a threat, like he could be a threat. But really he's not though. If there was a Batman in this movie, he wouldn't stand a single chance. Like he's terrible as the Joker. He's terrible at everything.
I was thinking that same thing at a certain point. Let's get into spoilers.
Wait, hold on a little.
I want to bring it up.
Do you want to spoil already?
What else can we talk about it? I can just say, like, if you like weird dramas that are like paced really weird, yeah, that's good.
If you like bad movies, this one's for you.
I'll say it's not as much of a we're in a society kind of movie as I thought it was going to be.
It isn't until right at the end when he does his goddamn speech on TV.
Oh yeah,
And it's awful.
Can I say it now?
Yeah, all right, let's get into spoilers.
Spoilers. You can say best movie ever, worst movie. Wait. Goodest movie of all time or worst baddest movie of all time?
Worst baddest movie of all time.
I'm gonna give it a goodest.
Of course, it's obviously not the worst movie of all time. This is just our new rating scale. It's either the best or the worst.
Goodest or baddest.
Goodest or baddest.
But
And
you're a big fan of the Joker.
I am. I really like the character of the Joker, but the reason the Joker works as a character is because he has Batman to balance him out. And also because the Joker is a villain. He is a villain through and through. He's not an anti-hero. There are no redeeming qualities to him. But when you make a movie about his origin and you try to paint him as in a sympathetic light, it doesn't work because he's a homicidal freak. He's not, you shouldn't agree with anything he says.
Does this movie feel like after so many years, people saying he's the best villain ever, movie producers are like, well, I mean, if he's the best thing ever, we should make a movie about him because people think he's the best ever.
Yeah, kind of.
It's not like someone wanted to make Shazam because they had an idea for it. It's not like everyone loves Shazam. Everyone said they want a Shazam movie. It's just like Joker's like, everyone keeps saying the Joker's the best ever, so okay, we'll just try something.
This movie is also so determined not to be a comic book movie. You know, it doesn't want to be like a superhero movie. It's like, what if we were superheroes in the real world? This is a real world. Every movie since Iron Man has been, what if superheroes were in the real world? That's every superhero movie. You're not doing anything new, Joker.
You remember when I said, I think it was before the movie, that it might feel like if Fox made an X-Men movie where it's like, we're making an X-Men movie, but we hate the source material. Yeah. This is like Joker where they're like, I think Joker's like a cool idea, but I'm not going to read the comics. Those are for babies.
Yeah.
No. We're making art. Fun fact, Martin Scorsese was a producer on this. And, recently he was like, comic book movies are like theme park rides.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, you're a hypocrite. Turns out today he was like, I actually barely had anything to do with the movie. They just needed me because I was in New York.
Nice. That's funny.
They were probably feeling really good about that. It's like, we need somebody who's a producer who's in New York. Who do we got? We got Martin Scorsese. I don't need to hear the rest.
Get him now.
Tell him he has to. But at the end of the movie, all this chaos has happened. Like, none of it was his idea. And then his goonies have like raised him up and they're like, oh yeah, you did it. And he's like, yeah, I did do it. And he's like really proud of all this.
Yeah, but he didn't though.
Exactly. I was thinking, well, is he going to be their leader? He's not like good at organizing people. He's not good at like coming up with crimes. Like, what's going to happen?
That's the thing. The Joker is a cool character. He's the clown prince of crime, and he has all these schemes, all these plans, all these plots that could go anywhere. This Joker is not that. He's a dude who lucked into a bunch of people accepting him as the leader for no reason. Back to why he's not a threat. So the Joker himself kills 6 people in this movie. 4 of them are by surprise gunshots, which is that's not that intimidating. Anyone can shoot anyone surprisingly. Anyone can pull out a gun and shoot someone. That's not that scary. He kills his mom. That's the 5th one.
Oh yeah.
She's a frail old lady. That's not intimidating. And then the 6th one is the only one that's slightly intimidating, is when he stabs the guy in the neck and then the eye. and he smashes his head. That's the only good one. But also, you just jumped him. You jumped him with a knife. Anyone can do that. If he had pulled out a knife,
the joke. You never know what he's gonna do next.
If he had been like whatever that guy's name was, Alan or whatever, be like, Alan, I fucking hate you, and then pulled a knife, Alan would have beat the shit out of him. He would not have won that fight.
But then, Batman keeps beating him up later, and he never dies. It's all setting it up. Everything. Even remember that time that Bruce Wayne's parents got murdered on Clown Night? That's why he hates the Joker. Oh, it's all setting up. Just classic Batman.
I also don't buy that the entire city, the entire like lower class population of the city would be like, yeah, let's all dress up like clowns because one idiot did it once. That's a good metaphor.
I think it's because Thomas Wayne said they're all clowns, and then they said, oh.
Why does everyone hate Thomas Wayne so much in this movie? He doesn't do anything wrong. And when they shoot him at the end, they're like, oh yeah, spoiler, Batman's parents die in this movie. What a shock.
That's the real joke.
But when they shoot him, he's like, you get what you deserve, Thomas Wayne. And then he shoots him. He's like, what? He didn't do anything wrong.
There was rumblings that, Alec Baldwin was originally going to be Thomas Wayne.
Yeah.
And
he'd be good.
Yeah, there was rumblings that the reason they wanted him is because they're gonna get some characteristics from a certain president and put them on Thomas Wayne.
Yeah,
and you can kind of see it in the way that, like, he looks. He's like an older guy. They got rid of his mustache, and the fact that it's like he's always in the media, and then everyone kind of hates him. It's kind of drawing straws.
Yeah.
What is it?
Grasping at straws.
It's kind of drawing for straws.
It's kind of drawing the short straw on this one.
But there's a lot of real world like parallels with it. It's like the fact that there's clowns killing people too. I was just like, oh yeah, like that time that happened in real life. No, for real.
Yeah, but this movie, it's like, oh, it's drawing a lot of real life parallels, but it doesn't have the balls to really do it. It's like, we're going to set it in a weird fictional 30s or whatever the hell this is supposed to be set. When is it supposed to be set? The 80s?
1981.
81? Why is all the music from the 60s?
That's the year Zorro, the gay Blade, came out.
It's all music from the 60s.
Did Blade come out before Zorro? Because were they just like, we need someone to... Zorro's like Blade. He's like the gay Blade. I looked it up. That's actually the name of the movie.
Wait, did you assume it wasn't?
Yeah. I've never heard that before. They always say like the Mask of Zorro. I've never heard of Zorro the gay Blade.
The gay Blade?
Remember I told you I was confused by that.
Yeah.
Like, I've never heard of that before.
I just saw it and I was like, I assumed... But it said in the 80s they weren't still using gay as like happy Blade. I assume that's what it's for. Like Zorro and the Blade of Justice.
Are you ready to go, my Blade?
Why is it called the gay Blade?
Sure, so, let's go. Oh, you're always in a good mood. I don't know. I've never heard of it like that before. That's why I was confused.
Yeah.
But
here's actually a thing I like. There's the music's really good in this movie. Not the songs they use, the score.
Yeah, there's
itself.
a lot of songs one after another.
A lot of songs, and a lot of very similar songs. A lot of the exact same songs. Like the Send in the Clowns and that other one that he sings are the same song to me. I don't know. I could not differentiate them.
Can I just say I've never heard that song before?
Which one?
Send in the Clown.
You've never heard Send in the Clowns?
I've never
It's
heard
not
that.
good. None of the songs from the past are good.
Nobody in that movie sang it well either. So like when he's like singing along, you're like, oh, he's singing the song. Like, I don't know it. Send in the clown. Here comes the clown.
Also, there's too much fucking dancing in this movie.
Do you want some fun?
No. Yeah, what's fun?
That scene where he kills the guys on the train. Ba, ba, bra, gra, ta, ta, gra, ta, ta. That's what he says. And he runs off
Yes.
and he goes into like the bathroom and he just like does a really slow dance. Mm-hmm. Originally he was just supposed to be like, oh no, and like wipe his makeup off. But then they were like, I don't know, Todd. I don't think Joker would be nervous about killing someone. I think he would do this. and they played like some music that the composer was making. He's like, I just made this. What do you think? And then he started dancing to it, and the director said, "It's perfect."
It's not, though. I hate all the dancing scenes. All the slow, sad dancing scenes.
Do you like his thrusts?
No, the upbeat dancing scenes are worse.
Do you like the part where he's dancing on the steps and then it cuts to the police looking down like,
They're like, what?
that's weird. Do you like how...
Oh, so those police are dumb. Obviously, he's the killer. It's so obvious.
Listen, we tried going to your apartment and you weren't there. And then there was a killing. And also your mom died and you weren't there. So, if you could reach us, it's fine.
And look, I feel like security... I wasn't there for the 80s, all right? I wasn't alive yet, but I feel like...
Were you there for Clown Night?
Yes. Security had to have been better than it's been portrayed in this movie, right?
There's two guys. One of the policemen was like, "Fuck you, clown," jumps over a barrier.
Yeah,
he wasn't pulled over, he jumps over himself. And he's like, "I'm ready to kill a clown tonight."
But also, they just let him bring a gun onto the set of the Murray show. They don't check him for a gun. This is an insane... You open... So there's literal clown riots in the streets. People are dressed as clowns, murdering police. And a guy comes on your show dressed as a clown. And he goes, "Oh no, this isn't about that. This is something different." And you're like, "Oh, okay, cool. Come on the show."
Oh, well, he said so. Did you hear about the clown things? Clown?
Clowns?
What is a clown? You take off the makeup. Makeup? Did you... Like, I was thinking, no one's gonna go near the clown. They're like, that's fine. Shit, he dropped a cigarette. What a jerk.
What an asshole.
That clown, he's an asshole.
He also smokes a lot in this movie, and it's never like, why? Why does he smoke? I guess to calm himself down?
I think because it's the 80s, you have to.
Yeah.
When he's running out of the subway in slow motion, he pulls a cigarette out of like his pocket and he starts smoking it without even lighting it.
I didn't notice that.
And you noticed the one where he dropped the cigarette and the guy caught it.
And the guy, his hand ran out from underneath and grabbed it.
Did he like catch it midair?
No, it like hit the ground and then from underneath the curtain a hand just grabs it and pulls it away.
Oh, that's awesome. Who was that? Do you think that was that was Darcy McGinn from Batman Detective Comics 138?
Yes, I do actually.
He's just a hand in the comic as well.
He's just a hand.
Oh. Fun fact, if you look at any videos or articles that says 13 cameos you missed in the Joker, they're all lying. There's nothing in this. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not the point of the movie. It's supposed to piss you off. But there's no Batman.
What's the point of this movie? There's no reason to make this movie.
Because Kane, the Joker is the greatest villain of the 20th century, and he deserves the greatest cinematic achievement in the past 400 minutes.
There's no point. Why did they make this movie? And like, why do you make any movie? But like, there's no message here. The message here is wrong. It's dangerous. The message is that, oh, maybe society is wrong. Maybe you should just go kill a bunch of rich people and that'll get the job done. No! Don't listen to this movie. It's wrong. It's so stupid.
But Kane, you gotta admit, it was pretty funny.
It also wasn't funny at all.
I actually liked that. There was parts where you'd think like an Avengers audience would laugh at. Like they laughed every time. Every time I saw Avengers Endgame, people laughed when Thor just spoke.
Yeah.
Even like the sad parts when he looks like he's on the verge of crying. In Joker, there's parts where like it feels like a joke, but also kind of awkward at the same time, and people didn't laugh that much.
Yeah.
Look, Ma, no one's laughing now.
Yeah, he's also not that bad of a comedian.
Yeah.
Arthur Fleck, his jokes are okay.
My favorite joke was when he said,
Yes.
That was a pretty good bit.
It's a pretty good one. What was I going to say? I had a point I wanted to yell about.
Well, it was the point of the movie.
Wow, we already did that. There's no point to this stupid movie.
Did you like
Oh yeah, the fact that it isn't funny at all. Like there's no real jokes in it. And it doesn't have to be like I don't want every superhero movie to be Marvel. I don't want just like jokes and quips all the time. But also you can do like a serious thing. You can talk about serious themes without it just being like over the head and just bashing you in the face with
Over the head?
sadness and depression for 3 hours. It's there's no point. It's upsetting and no one wants to see that. Like Endgame handles a lot of real serious themes, but also has moments of levity so that your audience is just going like, man, why did I watch this movie?
Did you know that Disney in-house movies have rules for certain things that can't happen in the movie? And one of them is like no decapitations.
Really?
Yeah. Endgame starts
Endgame
the biggest
opens with
the biggest movie of all time and opens with that. And that's what's cool about like the Avengers movies later on. There's like serious stuff, but at the same time it's pretty grounded and I was going to say relatable, but like yeah, you're able to feel for the characters.
But it is though. You can relate to Thor because Thor is a really accurate depiction of depression in that movie.
It just keeps happening and happening and happening.
And it's really well done. This movie is not a good depiction of mental illness. It is a like it's a very negative depiction. It's like, oh, everyone that has mental illness could just suddenly snap and kill anyone. Oh, be careful. Don't talk to people that have any mental illness.
The thing I got from it was don't talk to anybody ever because they're so rude.
Everyone is so rude for no reason in this movie.
Can we just pitch our idea for the Joker sequel that we were talking about?
Yeah.
All right. Everybody in Joker is so mean, but Arthur's just trying to be a nice, happy guy. So we were saying, more specifically, I was saying, there should be a sequel set in Metropolis called Luthor, where everybody is so nice and Luthor is just trying to be mean. And it's perfect.
It's perfect.
It'll be played by Ryan Gosling.
Speaking of there it is.
Rude.
Joker's also really predictable, this movie.
Whenever he does something, people are like, oh, there it is.
Exactly.
There he is. He's doing it again.
But there's
you mean the story in general?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
There's a moment early on when Joker's mom is like, oh, I keep sending letters to Thomas Wayne. Oh, he'll help us. Don't worry. And I immediately went, I bet it's his dad. I bet it's his dad. That's going to be the twist. Oh, boy.
And when you reacted to that by going, oh, it was boiling up in you. You weren't ready to explode yet.
When there's a scene where he opens the letter and I was like, here it is. It's coming. And then he reads it and then you see it on the screen and it goes, and your son. And I
underlined.
I went, boo. I booed in the theater.
Yeah. You were more mad than that lady sitting next to me.
Oh yeah, the people sitting next to us were a little upset because the people behind us were like hoodlum teenagers, but they were fun. I liked them. They were having a good time.
Oh, those ladies are so mad. They just don't get it that we live in a society. Did you like that? Everyone kind of acts like they were trying to cover something up. At the very end, he has a picture of his mom. On the back, it says "TW." You remember that?
I do, but like, I don't understand.
I think this movie is mostly just to play at the whole multiple choice thing of the Joker.
Yeah.
So that this movie, people go in and think, oh, it's like the definitive one. Where it's like, no, there's like, the whole movie's vague. It could be right, could be wrong, could be good. It probably isn't. Definitely isn't.
Yeah, I do. Actually, that's one thing I really like about this movie is there's the love interest. And then there's like this whole like romantic angle. And then you find out like, oh, that was all in Joker's head. It wasn't real.
Yeah.
And that kind of leaves up to how much of this movie is real. How much of it is actually what's happening and how much of it is just how he's perceiving it to happen. Like maybe not everyone is so rude. Maybe it's just the way he sees the world.
Ooh, hey.
You know?
I didn't think of that.
That's what
We don't live in a society.
Maybe we don't live in a society.
Oh my god.
There's also the scene where like the receptionist calls him and is like, hey, do you want to be on the Murray show or whatever? And he's like, oh yes, I'd love to. I was like, oh no, this is in his head, isn't it? And he's gonna get there and they're gonna be like, who the hell are you?
Yeah. And then Murray's gonna go like, oh no, my Robert De Niro impression. Oh no, I like this guy. Bring him on, yeah. What's with the clown thing?
But also another thing, Murray is not that bad.
No.
And Joker kills him as like the catalyst of like, what's wrong with the world.
But he messed up his knock-knock joke.
But he's the only one that's nice to him in the entire movie.
Yeah, even in his dream sequence.
Yeah.
That's nice. In all planes of reality, Robert De Niro is a nice guy.
Yeah. This movie's bad.
I thought you had another one. You're like, and another thing. I was going to say, and another thing.
I feel like there's more. I've been thinking about it all day.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Are you glad to get it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just don't get it. And maybe it's a great movie. But you know what? No, I get it. I get what they're going for, and they did it dumb and bad, and I hate it. And everyone's so goddamn smug about it. The director and all the actors are like, oh, we did a real interesting take on the genre. And it's like, shut up.
What we took was inspiration from not only the comics, but we found a bit of allegorical connection between his story and the Bible, and we drew a bit of inspiration from that. He's like the Judas of the Noah's Ark story.
I don't even think it works as a movie.
Really?
Like, even if you take away the Joker part, you take away all the DC stuff, it's a boring movie. It's an origin story for an unlikable protagonist. A thoroughly unlikable person that you don't want to see succeed, and then he does.
Do you like his clown run?
No!
Oh,
he runs like a dumb clown.
Yeah, who is he? Rat catcher? Speaking of rats. The city's plagued with super rats! Forget the clowns.
That's the best
There's
part
rats
of the
flying
movie.
all over the place. Okay.
Super rats. There's a callback later on when he's like, the town's full of super rats. I hear they're gonna fix it with super cats.
Oh my god. I wish in those clickbait articles that they said, super cats, is that a reference to Meowsers? One of Superman's super pets?
Superman is a super pet named Meowser?
I don't know if that's the cat's name, but he's got Super Dog, Crypto, the super dog.
Of course.
He's got a super cat. He's got a super horse.
What?
He's got a super snake.
What?
And most importantly, he's got a super monkey.
Oh. What kind of monkey?
Like a chimpanzee. Oh, wow. It'd be Chim Supermanzy. Wow, that's like a really bad
Chim
SoundCloud rapper.
Supermanzy.
That's gonna be my new rapper name, Chim Supermanzy.
I'm into it. I like it.
Do you know Batman's pets?
Robin.
He's got eight or 10 of those. Batman's got his super dog.
Isn't there?
Ace.
Yeah. I know there's definitely like a bat dog.
And they've got a cow.
They have a bat cow.
Yeah, because Damien,
Does he give them
evil
milk?
Robin, found a cow and has like his hair is in the pattern of a bat. And some villain was gonna kill it, and then he brought it to the Batcave, and he's like, "Dad, this is our pet. Also, I'm a vegetarian now."
Nice.
Oh, they have a cat named Alfred. It
They
brings
also
them
have
tea.
a butler named Alfred.
Butler just the past. Cats deserve jobs too.
Oh, Alfred was also in this movie.
Oh yeah, he was fat.
Yeah. And also rude.
Well, I mean that's expected. You can't live in Gotham unless you're poor, rude, or rich. No,
Poor, rude, or rich.
Poor or rich. Yeah, you have to be rude.
Yeah.
Unless you're Zazie Beetz and you just keep shooting yourself in the head.
See, she was good. She was really good, but she was only in it for like 6 minutes.
She was in it for like 1 minute.
She was in it less than the Clown Union.
The Clown Union. No, she only had 2 scenes. Remember, she's in the elevator and then she's in the apartment. She wasn't in any other scenes.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Wait a minute. Also, why didn't his clown boss get any comeuppance? He was the asshole, not Alan, the other clown. What's his name, Alan?
His comeuppance is that he's like a clown show. He's a rent-a-clown loser.
Yeah, but he's
What do you do for a living? I'm a business entrepreneur. I provide a service to people when requested. And I organize my employees. They're in the entertainment. Are you a pimp? No, it's clowns. Oh, you a clown pimp?
Also, that's one of the only funny scenes in the movie is when he's doing the dance in the children's hospital and the gun falls out of his pocket. That's really good.
That was good.
That's really funny.
Do you like when he left the office? He was like throwing a horn around. He's like, "Hey guys, I gotta punch out." Smashes his fist into the clock. And he goes, "Whoopsie daisy."
He punches it like 12 times to knock it off the wall. Like, sorry, I forgot to punch out, and he just keeps punching it.
Oh, jeez, I tell you, no respect, no respect. You tell me I gotta punch out? Give it a 1-2.
Also, Mark Maron's in this movie.
Is he, though?
He's in it for 30 seconds.
He had a pretty big hot take in the news. He must have a pretty significant role in the movie.
What was his hot take in the news?
Remember I didn't actually read it because I don't care. But it was something about, like, comic book fans are a bunch of losers, and then they all got upset, and it's like,
yeah,
what do you care what he thinks?
It's weird when people are like, oh man, comic books are for babies. It's like, are you still doing that, man?
Yeah,
it's been like 200
yeah.
years. Like, seriously?
It's always people. Oh, you never notice this though? It's always people that aren't in the industry. Jennifer Aniston says she wishes they'd stop making Marvel movies, or they'd start making some for her.
With her.
Angelina Jolie got in on one.
It'd be more funny if, like, Chris Evans was like, man, these movies are lame.
I would love that. He's like, what did you think of Avengers Endgame? Oh, yeah. Oh, I fell asleep.
What was the...
That shit sucked.
I think it's Benedict Cumberbatch. There's like an interview with Tom Holland and someone else, and they're like, "What's your favorite Marvel movie?" And Tom Holland's like, "Oh, I think it's and he says like Thor Ragnarok." And then Benedict Cumberbatch just like looks around. He's like, "Thor Ragnarok, yeah, that one's my favorite too."
You ever see that video of it's like the world premiere of Avengers Endgame, and they're doing the Avengers are on like a lower floor and they're being raised up to the stage, and they have the Avengers theme playing, and it's like someone's recording it right next to Chris Evans, and he's like, gee, the Avengers theme, I love it. It's really good." Like he's in front of like the biggest audience in the world. He's like, dude, the theme's awesome.
Does some thrusts. Is the dancing ever explained in this movie? Why did he want to be a dancer or something?
Did
he want to dance?
You never know what he's gonna do next. Yeah, he's always like, when he's always like dancing around like a clown. Did you like Harley Quinn's cameo?
I wish there was a Harley Quinn cameo. I wish it was Margot Robbie.
Go with it. Remember that scene where they referenced Harley Quinn, where he's at the hospital? Remember that? We gotta get a hot take. Some people are like, "Oh."
Some people have never seen the movie but are listening to this somehow.
Did you like that Paperboy was in it?
Yeah, I did like that. I like that a lot.
And he's like, "Man, this shit sucks." Huh? I was like, "Yeah."
I like when he was literally like, "Man, you guys got a lot of shit going on, but like, I can't help you here." Like, sorry.
Were you kind of annoyed by that when they revealed like, "Oh no, he was abused"? It's like, oh,
what a twist.
You were building it up like it's like the guy looks at me, he's like, "Oh god, this is so fucked up. I can't even say it." Oh, he runs away, his little clown run, and then he looks at it and says, "And he was abused."
No, I think the part he didn't say was that he was adopted.
No, he said he was adopted earlier, but I guess that was just Remember Thomas Wayne said
No. Well, Thomas Wayne said that, but he
also punched him in the face.
Did Thomas Wayne say that before he went to Paperboy?
Yes.
Oh.
Because Thomas Wayne said, like, your mom's crazy, you're adopted, I hate you.
Oh, yeah, the second twist is that Thomas Wayne isn't actually his father, he was adopted. But, yeah, when he goes to see Paperboy, he's like, "Oh, yeah, this lady, she was put in here, she, like, endangered her child, yada, yada, yada." Oh, and then because he doesn't read that, it says he's adopted.
Okay. I guess that was to confirm he was adopted, and also that she's too clinically insane to care about him.
Yeah.
I was kind of confused, because, like, if he was abused as a kid, and then as an adult he doesn't know it, that makes sense. Like, that happens to so many people. Yeah. But at the same time, I was like, so how did they get from it was her and some weird guy, I don't know who, but it was like her boyfriend or something, they said, for abusing this kid, and her being okay with it, and it led to her and him taking care of her, and she loves him.
Yeah.
I was a little confused where that came from.
Yeah, I didn't really see how it got there. And also, how is she connected to Thomas Wayne?
I think they said that she worked for him. But at the same time, maybe she didn't. Maybe she's so crazy. Thomas Wayne isn't even real.
But Thomas Wayne knew her, and he was like,
Oh,
nah,
that's
she was
true.
crazy.
Maybe she came to his house, grabbed Bruce by the cheeks, and gave him some flowers. And he's like, "What's your name?" The Joker's mom. I'm going to keep my eye on you. I'm going to go with she worked for him. Maybe... Oh?
Ooh.
Maybe she worked for him, and this was back when Thomas Wayne was like, I do want to help people. He's like letting some lower income people come help work, and then the mom's so crazy, he's just like, oh, this fucking sucks. No more poor people. I mean, don't say that
No more
publicly.
poor people.
Kill the poor. What if...
Also, the movie opens and they're like, oh, there's garbage filling the streets. Everything's in chaos.
It's all the super rats.
It's not revealed till like halfway through that there's a garbage strike going on.
Oh, yeah. They bring that up a lot.
Yeah. But like, I was like, man, why is this city so disgusting? And they're like, there's a garbage strike. You could have let me know earlier. Yeah.
You could have driven a garbage truck into Wayne Manor.
Remember when... So the Joker, after he shoots Murray on live TV, and then he just walks out of the building, I guess, he gets arrested, and he's in a cop car, and then he gets hit by an ambulance being driven by other clowns, and then they just pull him out and put him on the car. What was their plan? They're like, I know how we'll save him. We'll hit him with an ambulance.
I was confused by that. Part of me was thinking, is that by accident? They're just like, oh, look, it's Arthur, because we all know his name.
Yeah.
They said it multiple times on local television.
Yeah.
Not Joker. But it was either that, like, oh, wow, look at the odds. Or they're just like, aha, okay, gang, the boss is in squad car B. He's being taken down McMillan Street. If we sneak into the garbage place in enough time, we can get one of those garbage trucks. This is all happening within the next 30 seconds, so let's go.
But also, after that, after they save him, and then he does his little dance on the top of the car, surrounded by all his clown friends, he still loses. He still gets captured, because the movie ends with him in the asylum.
Yeah.
So, what was the point?
Kane, I think he sums up the point of the movie, the very last line. You wouldn't get it.
I don't
That's
get it.
life.
I don't get it. No, the very last line is him singing "Send in the Clowns."
Oh,
no,
yeah.
he sings the other one that sounds like "Send in the Clowns."
That's life. Swinging around. How would you feel if all the dancing was...
Also, did he kill that nurse? Because he walks
no.
away and leaves bloody footprints.
No, that was hospital pudding.
Oh,
They eat
Christ.
pudding in there, Kane.
The hospital pudding is my favorite.
He's stepping around in it, doing his dance. How would you feel if all the dancing music was replaced with, like, just footstep sounds and him going... yeah.
It's basically what it is.
Ooh.
The only good dancing scene is when he first gets the gun and he's like talking to himself.
Oh, God, that was so weird.
And he's like, you're a pretty good dancer. Oh, thanks. You know who isn't? Him. And then he just shoots the wall.
That was so funny. That's probably the best scene in the movie. I forgot about that. He's like, his body is so weird.
It's
and
so gross.
Elastic. And he's like, you're a pretty good dancer. Yeah, I know. I was thinking, like, I want him to, like, act all tough and, like, click the gun. Nothing there. Click it again. There is a bullet.
Yeah.
And they actually did shoot it. I was like, oh, nice. But they did it better than my idea.
I like that he just...
You're a good dancer. You know who isn't? Him.
I like how he just immediately turns up the TV. His mom's like, what was that? He's like, I don't know. I'm watching a movie.
He's like, I'm watching a war movie. They're like, turn it down. I'm waiting for my letters to Thomas Wayne.
Also, his voice is lame. He doesn't sound threatening. He's so quiet.
Why so serious?
He's like soft-spoken and sad, and I don't like it.
What if he fought Batman? He's like, "Hi, Bats. I didn't think you were gonna show up."
Batman would kill him in one punch.
Well, if it isn't the dork that...
This dude got
hate
beat up by a bunch
clowns.
of kids. A bunch of kids beat him up and stole his sign.
Oh, that was good.
Ugh.
Remember the slide?
No?
When he's like running and then he sees him go down the alley?
Oh, yeah.
He wipes out and he gets back up in an instant. And I was like, wow, that is the Joker. The Joker, every time he falls, he just gets right back up.
Right back up.
Get up, I get down. Get up, I get down.
I feel like there was one song like really out of place. And I don't remember what the song was. I don't remember what the scene was. But there was a moment and I was like, this song is way more modern than all the other ones.
Was it when he goes into the elevator?
Yes.
I don't really remember
think
the
so.
songs. Zach Galifianakis should have been in the movie. You're right, Kane.
Is this movie at all similar to... I've never seen Taxi Driver. Is it similar to Taxi Driver? People keep making parallels to it.
Yeah, I saw it once.
Is Taxi Driver good?
It's probably more boring. Yeah. It's probably a little more... It's a little scarier because it's a little more realistic, because the main guy in Taxi Driver, he can interact in real life, just like talk with people.
Mm-hmm.
And so you never know, like, one of those people could be the taxi driver. And one time, the only time I saw it was with one friend, and it was a scene where the taxi driver, he's not called it, but the taxi
It's not
driver,
called the taxi driver?
is like, sometimes I just get really mad at like just people, you know, like I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. Like, it's kind of scary because it feels realistic. It's like I just don't know what I'm gonna do, man. Like, it feels like you talking to someone in real life, and you're like, oh, this guy might fucking kill somebody.
Yeah.
And my friend was like, this is my favorite scene. He's like looking in it deeply, and I was like moved away from him. I was like, oh no, am I gonna be on the news? He's like, it's perfect. It's my favorite movie. It's my favorite scene.
This is the perfect scene.
It's like real life. I mean, now it will be. And then he goes, and I go, not today. My favorite movie. I pull up my hat. Indiana Jones 2. And he always gets away. But yeah, no, I'd say Taxi Driver. I'd say Taxi Driver is like pretty boring.
Mm-hmm.
You probably wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
It's when I watched it, I was like, when is it gonna get to something?
Yeah, that's this movie, The Joker. Talk about The Joker again. It also builds
What's the movie?
it built The Joker. It's about this
Joker.
comic book character. He's a clown.
Oh, like Superman.
Yeah, like
comic
him.
books.
Except he's a clown.
That's pretty funny, actually.
it's a pretty funny movie. You should check it out.
Yeah.
You like comedies?
Clowns are funny.
Also, the Joker keeps going on about. He's like, I realize my life's a comedy. Ha 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 ha. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. The thing, this movie, they say it like takes a lot of inspiration from The Killing Joke. But the reason The Killing Joke works, the reason it's such a good story, is that it has the Joker's entire thing, his entire like idea, his entire methodology is flawed. It's wrong. And that's shown in the thing, the way Batman deals with him, is that the Joker's wrong, he's incorrect. But in this movie, he's right, he wins. And that shouldn't happen. He's the villain.
Can I just say that The Killing Joker, like the flashback, way more compelling than the movie?
Yes.
He's a guy and he's just trying to be a comedian and his wife dies. And then he's just like, I'll try. Like, I'm not a bad guy, so I'll try crime.
Yeah.
It's like when you get into meth. You just try a little bit of meth.
Like, I'll just try crime.
You're not a meth addict.
That was
You
like
just try a little bit.
Today at work, my coworker was like, "Would you get addicted to meth for $1 million?" And I was like, "No, I would do meth once for $1 million,
Hey.
but I wouldn't get addicted to it for $1 million."
It's like Anthony Fantano got a question. It's like, okay, if you had to give up one, would it be music or being vegan? And he had a really good answer. He's like, okay, music is my job, so that would suck not to be able to do music ever. However, being vegan, I could eat a piece of meat like once a month and just eat vegan stuff, and I would technically not be a vegan.
Yeah. You could just eat a piece of meat one more time in the rest of your life, and technically you weren't a vegan.
Yeah, exactly. It's just you
Just got to do it once.
Like, it's not like you have to eat meat. It's like, oh, damn it.
I can only eat meat now.
Do you think there's people in real life who are like, yeah, I'm a carnivore?
People say it as a joke all the time.
Yeah.
People are like, I couldn't give up meat. I'm a carnivore. It's like, we get it. All right.
I remember when I think I was turning 15. I was like, when I turn 15, I'm vegetarian. And Mom was like, you shut up. You love steak. And I was like, not when I'm vegetarian.
When I'm 15, Mom.
And then I tried and I was like, shit, we're at the cottage right now having hamburgers. There's no way I can be vegan.
Well, you went straight to vegan?
Should they rename vegan? Because it's vegetarian. Vegan sounds like it's the first evolution and it evolves into vegetarian. It's like,
No, vegan.
Pidgeotto.
And then Pidgeot.
I know.
It gets shorter again at the end.
I was originally going to go the other way, but I was like, nah, I don't feel like it. That's a little too obscure. So it would go, okay, it goes vegetables, vegetarian, and then vegan.
Yeah, vegan is the final evolution.
Yeah.
It's the most powerful one.
It's the most powerful. You ever seen Scott Pilgrim?
No.
The vegan police bust down the door and they're like shooting laser out of their hands. Vegan police. It's your third strike. You had a chicken falafel.
I love the idea of police officers working on a strike system. It's like, you get 3, all right? You can do 3 crimes, but after that...
That's the story of the Joker. You can only kill 3 people. Or 3 series of killing people.
3 death things happening.
Phases, like events.
Yes.
If you said, I just killed 3 people, we'd be like, that's fine. But... you got 2 more strikes. If you came up and said, I killed 1 person
on
and then
Wednesday.
Another time. On Wednesday I killed someone. The next day I killed someone. And then the next day I killed someone. We say, that's too much.
That's 3 strikes.
That's
you're
too
out.
much crime. That's bad. How'd you feel at the end of the movie saying, 3 cheers for the clown, crime prince of crime? And they go, hip hip. Woo,
Clowns.
clown. Do you remember Spook the Rainbow?
There are these great ads. It's October right now, by the way. Ooh. There are these great ads for Skittles right now. They say spook the rainbow, taste the rainbow. And then they had spooky themed trivia during the previews of the movie. It was really fun. Have we talked about Jake's disdain for the Pride Skittles?
Oh, no, but I am curious.
Jake hates them. We might have talked about this during the podcast during the camp.
I may have a similar opinion, but mine's more confusion. Go on.
Because during Pride Month, Skittles makes their Skittles just plain white. They take away all the color. They take away the rainbow.
The Skittles themselves were white?
Yes.
Okay, I never opened one. I saw the package was white. I think the Skittles on the package were still colored.
No, it's all white.
Interesting. Okay.
Because they're like, the rainbow's not ours. It's for everyone. And I'm like, I like that. That's cool. And Jake's like, I don't remember Jake's entire reasoning for hating it, but he hates it, and I don't really know why.
Was his opinion like? There could be multiple ways, but it's like they're taking the attention, or they're using it as like people are like, it's Pride Month, and Skittles like, yeah, it's Pride Month. Come on, guys. Well, yeah, you knew about this. You know what I mean?
I feel like a lot of people are like upset that brands are like, they'll do like a rainbow thing for Pride Month, but it's like, well, yeah, what are they like? Are they not going to? Of course they're going to. People are like, oh, it's just a corporate move. Every single move any company ever makes is a corporate move. At least they're doing it. Like, that's great.
Like 10 years ago, you wouldn't see that stuff.
Yeah.
It's all over the place now. I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah, it's great.
We're in Toronto and we see like rainbows all over the place. I'm like, wow. People use like homosexual terms either as a derogatory term or like, oh, don't say that.
Yeah.
That's a gross word.
Or to describe a movie about Zorro.
Or he's happy. Oh man, I feel bad. I couldn't save them in time. Don't worry, Zorro. There's way more people to save.
Also,
you're always there for me, Blade.
why is his Blade Mickey Mouse?
He's happy. He's gay.
Is Mickey Mouse always happy?
He's having a gay
Is
old
that
time.
Mickey Mouse's only character trait?
He's gay?
Yes.
Well, he's not married yet, so you know.
Is he not married?
No.
Are him and Minnie not married?
Nope.
Really? Don't they live together?
Mickey Mouse, Minnie.
They have the same.
Oh, hang on.
Wait a minute.
Kind of works. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Daisy Duck,
Daffy Duck.
Goofy the dog, Pluto the dog. Now that's gay.
Isn't Goofy the only one that canonically is fucked?
Yeah.
He has a kid.
Yeah. Oh, and Pete.
Pete is kid?
Pete's got Lil Pete and Pistol.
Little Pete.
I forget what his son's name is.
It's not Pistol?
No, Pistol's the girl. That's an awesome name. You ever watch the Goofy movies?
No.
They're so good.
Well, okay. Is there a Christmas one?
There's a Christmas episode.
Of what?
Goof Troop. We'll always stick together. You know, running out of Goof Troop. Oh, this with
Every day they're out there, the Goof Troop. Woo!
And then Goof Troop. Should we end out the podcast with our favorite lines from Joker?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your favorite line from Joker?
I'll go first. It's time for the killing joke. Your turn.
This is looking like a real long Halloween.
I hope you're. Oh no! Looks like. I guess. The police guy sees the Joker on top of the car dancing. He's like, "Oh no, the Dark Knight rises."
I was gonna do that one.
Oh, okay. Want me to go again? I got one.
Go for it.
Okay. They're playing baseball, and he says, "All right, you ready to pitch, or are you up to bat?" Batman forever. I got another one.
What about they're all in a courtroom and they can't figure out who's guilty. They keep going, who's guilty, and they're like, what is this? Some sort of court of owls?
Oh. Remember at the end of the movie where it ends with a baseball scene? Wow! Batman returns. You trying to rob bases? Steal bases, Jeff. Aw, jeez. The whole time I've been looking at you two like Batman and Robin. These are really elaborate lines.
Yeah, these are really... It's weird that it ends with a 40-minute baseball game.
It's weird. Okay, there's gotta be one more. Oh no. The Joker's mom was killed by a thredging. Oh no. I know what happened. What? Heath Ledger.
Oh, I forgot to get in one of my final hot takes.
Oh, yeah.
But this is my least favorite depiction of the Joker. He's worse than Jared Leto.
Is he?
Yeah. Because at least there's a point to Jared Leto. At least there's a reason why he exists, you know? And it's just Harley Quinn. That's the whole reason.
Okay.
But at least there is a reason, you know?
I'm excited for Joker to return as a silhouette in the Harley Quinn
Birds
movie.
of Prey.
Yeah. We close it out?
Sure.
All right. Say your thing.
Joker.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. Thank you
We
to
don't have a
Brute and the
send-off.
Basilisk for our themes.
You can't just
Thank you
copy
to
their
Rackham for
thing.
whatever he does. Our Patreon.
So he also themes.
The seaweed farm is well on its way.
I told a lot of campers about the seaweed farm at camp. Because for Science Day, I just learned a bunch of seaweed facts and yelled them at them.
Did you eat seaweed?
Yes, I got everyone to eat seaweed. There's a lot of health benefits to seaweed, all right? One of them is that it lowers your weight by reducing weight. That's my favorite one. So that's my favorite fact.
Yeah, remember, everyone, keep the spirit alive. Eat that seaweed. Eat as much seaweed as possible. Don't stop.
Eat
even
the seaweed. That's all you should be eating forever.
if you have a stomach ache, just grab some chalk.
If you're hungry, just go down to the local pond, grab some seaweed right out of there. You've got yourself a delicious snack.
Don't touch the fish.
No, you'll get mercury poisoning.
Don't do that. But the seaweed's fine. It's filled with oxygen.
Yes.
If you're having trouble breathing, eat as much seaweed as possible. Fun
Just
fact:
shove it in your mouth.
if you eat half a gallon of seaweed, and you have it contained in your stomach quarters, and you go swimming, you can breathe underwater for a maximum of 5 minutes.
It's true.
You know what you can do in that time? Get more seaweed.
They're gonna say watch the Joker.
Don't watch the Joker.
Don't watch the Joker. If you're listening to this and you haven't seen it yet, don't watch it.
Anyways, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Warner Brothers Pictures.
Oh, the only good thing, the best part of the movie is the old-timey Warner Brothers logo at the beginning.
Yeah, that was cute.
I like that. It was charming.
It didn't do the Joker theme.
Does the Joker have a theme?
He's Joker. When he comes in there to kill you all.
Is this Ghostbusters?
Who are you gonna get? I'm glad you had such a hot take. You were thinking about it all day?
Yeah,
It's
I thought about
weird.
it a lot.